What's up, guys? Either live or afterwards. Glad you're here. A couple of things have occurred since the last time I saw you, and we'll get into that in a little bit. But uh, I don't know. I wanted to just talk about some other stuff too. So, hey, Mike and Irving. Good to see you guys. Thanks for being here. Hope everything's going great since I saw you last. So, yeah, a couple of things have happened since the last time we hung out. And I'll get into that in a minute. It always takes a minute to get going here, I know. So, thanks for coming back, Mike and Irving, and anybody else who's back. And, hello and welcome to anybody who's here. No, unfortunately, Mike. And I'm getting real worried. It's after 5 o'clock and nobody's come and bought anything. Nobody's sent me my $1 million. It's getting pretty close to the very edge here. But I was just a few minutes ago able to get the Uber Eats working. That's not going to be enough to save me in 2 days pedaling. I could take maybe 3 or 4 deliveries a day, so that's not going to save me, but it's nice that it's there. It's nice that I have it as an option again, and it's ridiculous that, there's a few days there where I couldn't use it. But, so that's a relief. That's one good thing that did happen, but that doesn't save me in the short term. And I've been calling in favors and pulling strings and, trying to work with anybody who's interested in any of the things that I have for sale. And just nothing. Everybody's like, if you still got it next week. And even my dad's like, I can help you next week. Everything. That's great, but it's too late. It's gonna have to be sooner than that. So I don't know. I haven't eaten today. I don't have any food, and I dare not spend any money at all on anything right now. But in the morning, I guess I'm gonna have to go get very minimal groceries, enough so I can go out and pedal and try to take some deliveries. But for tomorrow, it looks like probably at best, I might recover what I have to spend on groceries taking deliveries on a bicycle. But in the long term, and as I get more conditioned on a bike, it's going to be a little better than that. But and the scooter, I can take the scooter, but for only 1 or 2 deliveries. It's a short range scooter, and I can take maybe 1 or 2 Uber Eats, and then that's it. I got to go plug it in. So, maybe I get 3 deliveries on the bike tomorrow, and then can maybe take 1 or 2 more on the scooter, and that's it. So, but I can. I'm gonna put a couple of things on the bike. I have a rack on the pedal bike, and I can put that rear rack bag that I have on that, and I can keep my lock and like a drink and stuff in there. Maybe put a smaller order in there, and I've got the delivery backpack too. So I'm gonna put my phone mount on the bike too. So that thing's gonna be all ready to go by tomorrow. I'm just wiped out right now, and there is a guy who just a few minutes ago actually did. I marked the price down on the DJ controller a little bit, and a guy asked if it's still available, and I said yeah, and I'll be around this evening if he wants to come take a look. And haven't heard back yet, but it wasn't, very long ago. So I don't know. It's not over yet, and I guess there's still some hope, but there's there's a large gap to bridge here, and I have very limited resources at my disposal currently. Feels weird not having eaten all day. I suppose I'll be fine, but like I'm really kind of out of it right now. Been drinking water though, and I have been bleeding quite a bit all of a sudden. Had a good, probably 3 weeks or so without any ulcer problems, and then, like a little bit yesterday and a lot today. It's been, I don't know. But it comes and goes. It's been like that for a while. And maybe fasting will be good. Not eating anything, but still drinking some water. So, anyway, I got the light charging again. Last time we ran it so long, I don't think it was fully charged anyway, but it ran for over 3 hours before it quit. Probably about 3.5 hours because I turned it on before I started the stream. This little laser light is something else. I'll tell you what. It's been wonderful for what we're doing. But yeah, still waiting for some Facebook Marketplace message notifications or offer up or anything. I talked to a friend of mine also since we did the last live stream. Someone else who does a lot of the same kinds of things that I do. Online sales, importing, distributing, etc., or things I used to do. And he says it's not been good. Ahead of season, he hasn't, wholesaled as much as he would in an average year. He's not selling as much personally, like retailing as much as he normally would. I know everybody's going after that extra money right now, so everybody's an online seller now. Um, everybody's doing side hustles, gig work, whatever. There's nowhere to go and get like the good side money anymore because everybody else is trying to get it too. I had to quit Amazon a while back because if I find a good product, I got like 3 days of selling them before everybody else is on it. And then, if you got your items sitting in Amazon warehouses, they charge you for that. So you want to sell everything as quickly as possible. So you got to end up, marking down the rest of what you got to, pretty much what you paid for it just to move it. So, like it's been a while since, regular people, like not big timers or like really serious people, have been able to make decent money on Amazon. And I was just talking to my friend about that. He's got like 3 things on Amazon, I guess. He said, and they're just doing okay at best. Like 3 different products. So I don't know. I don't know if I can count on anybody to come and buy any of my stuff that I have for sale in the next couple of days. But if I go out and do Uber Eats tomorrow, it's nice to have the option to do that now. It took some doing. I had to talk to a good handful of people before somebody finally straightened it out. And it took a couple of days. But yeah, I mean, I guess I could at least probably offset what I'd have to spend on groceries tomorrow if I went out and took deliveries. And then, like at the end of the day, I guess I'm no worse off. But I don't see a net gain from it necessarily tomorrow. I can't believe it. Still sitting here just thinking there's got to be somebody, like, especially now that it's evening time, more people are getting off work and everything, could come and buy some of the things that I have for sale. And, yeah, I went and marked a couple of the prices down and still just like nothing back from that guy. And on the DJ thing, and that's, $25 cheaper than it was earlier in the day. I was hoping that'd get some people a little more excited, but nothing so far. There is no dinner, and it's a day without food. I'm getting hungry though, but I suppose I'll be alright. If somebody came and bought something tonight, I would go get something to eat, I think, tonight. But I'm still a ways away from what I need, and the deadline is approaching quickly, and I don't dare spend a dime on anything. Hey, good evening. So yeah, I'm just sitting here now trying not to freak out, hoping somebody will contact me and be like, hey, can I come and buy this from you? And I'll be like, yes, you can. Please do. Oh, okay. Right along. Awesome. Good to see you. So yeah, there's no backup plan here. If I can't make it work by the deadline, that's it. I'm out. Like, no more home for this guy. Well, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. We're all coping with something or other together, I guess. Right now, I'm looking at, like pretty much no way to get the money I need by the time I have to have it to keep this roof over my head. There's a bigger gap at the moment that I'm going to be able to bridge myself, and there's no backup plan. There's nobody that I can go to loan it to me until next week. And next week would be too late. But, if somebody comes and buys, a couple of things from me, a couple of different people come and buy a couple of things that I have listed for sale, um, then it's a much smaller gap. It's not a huge gap now, it's just impossible when you consider the resources at my disposal. Like, I'm not going to close the gap with Uber Eats on a bicycle or a short range electric scooter. Um, yeah, no, if you're just tuning in, no, just being here is a help. Honestly, just having you guys around helps a lot. I mean, I need a big miracle in a big hurry, and it looks like I might not get it this time, and that's not going to be good at all. So I'm trying to get people to buy things that I have online for sale because I need rent money desperately, very quickly, because other things that I was counting on working out somewhat decently actually didn't. And that's another thing I have to tell you. I closed the Shopify today. There is no plasma LED lights business anymore. I had to throw in the towel. I'm losing my ass. So I'm out of that. It's done. It didn't work. And now I'm in this position and I'm, facing a very bad situation in a couple of days. And should I be able to make it somehow to next week with this roof over my head, everything's going to be okay, but I don't know a way to make it from now until then. If nobody buys any of the things that I have for sale, so I took a gamble on this lights thing. I was getting out of one LED product and into another, and it just did not work at all. Not a single order on the Shopify. And I put Black Friday prices up there recently and mentioned it, and said that this is as good as it's going to get ever, and there's really nothing in it for me at these prices, and still nobody bought anything. So, like, that was I didn't think it was going to be that bad. I didn't know if it was going to, succeed or not, but it really did not. And I put a lot of time and money and effort into that, and that's kind of why I'm sitting where I am right now. That's a possibility. Milkman's kid. I'm likely gonna have to miss the ride tomorrow. I got to do everything I can to try and get this money and keep a roof over my head until next week, and then I can get some help, and then other things are going to start to work out too, and I'll be all right. It's just I don't have a way with the resources I have to do it right now without selling something of mine, and it's just not working out. And if I'm still in this position tomorrow, there's just no way I can do the ride. And baby love, good to see you. Glad you're here. I appreciate you, the milkman's kid, but I don't have any strings to pull. I don't have anyone I can borrow from. There's only so much I'm going to be able to do between now and then, and it's a pretty terrible situation. And it doesn't help bleeding ulcers. They are fairly expensive in Las Vegas. I only have to pay 5 days of rent, and I'll be all right. But it might as well be $1 million. I don't have it. I don't have a way to get it in the time that I need. If I can pay 5 days rent, I can get help at the end of said 5 days, and I'll be good after that. So I just need a little bit of money, and I can't seem to get it at all, anyway, no matter what. I've got everything that I own that's still worth any money that I'm not using every day online for sale, and nobody's buying any of it. And all I need is like $100 and some at this point, and it seems like it's trying to get a million. No, there's jobs in Vegas, but I have underlying health issues that make it difficult for me to maintain a regular job, and it's just, like I guess you weren't here for any of the earlier stuff, so uh, my job kind of fizzled out lately. My would-be source of income didn't take off as expected. And now I'm in a tight spot that I have no way of getting out of with the resources that I have currently. But if somebody comes and picks up some of these items that I have for sale, then we'll be all right. Just barely, maybe, but yeah, it's just a lot of bad all at once, and I'm trying to get past it. If I can get 5 days worth of rent paid, I get past all of this. It's all gone. It's all, I can move on and keep going. But now that just seems like the impossible thing to do. And there's just, not going to be enough coming in from anywhere to bridge this short gap. And there is no being late where I am. You pay or you go. So I just need somebody to come and buy $150 worth of stuff from me, and I can continue to exist. I have tried getting on disability, yes, and they accuse me of trying to like scam the system, and it's like like it says right there in the medical record I have colon cancer. I don't know how that is, trying to cheat the system, scam the system, whatever. Yeah, no, you have to spend a little money to get into something like that, but I know people doing pretty well with it. But yeah, I have colon cancer. It's, early stage and it's not making a lot of progress, if any, but it's there. So, I'm trying and I'm doing the best I can. Yeah. No, really. And I mean, I'm just like, I'm trying to put 5 days worth together and then I'll be all right. I'll be able to take it from there. And just, a lot of things happening at once. And I just need, just not a tremendous amount of money more than I have now, but it just seems to be impossible to get it. I'm not getting treatments, no. I'm not. I need a lot of other things too. I have ulcers that need to be dealt with and stuff. And, I try not to think about it. I try to push forward as best I can. But right now, I'm up against a wall and I have nowhere to go and no strings to pull. And I just need a little help and I can't seem to find it anywhere. If I get past the next few days, I'll be okay. But until then, I don't know if I'm going to make it. But we'll see how it goes. No, I mean when I'm feeling good, I'm feeling good. There are plenty of times when I'm 100% and I can get right out there and do whatever, but then there are plenty of other times where it's just not happening at all. So I've been looking into things that I can do from home, working. The gig work hasn't been going so well lately, but um, the nice thing about that is you can do it when you're able, but nobody's getting rich off of Uber Eats on a bicycle around here lately. I got a broken Unagi scooter, my old DJ controller, a Pioneer DDJ WeGo, like in new condition in the box. My old DJ record collection, vinyl, a couple other odds and ends. More than enough to pay rent, but somebody's got to come and buy it. It's all priced very low. So it's weird that I haven't been able to sell any of it. But it's nice, if you missed it earlier, I do have Uber Eats again. So I've been a DJ for 33 years. I'm not really a working DJ anymore. I get, like one or two gig offers a year these days, and if it's something cool, I'll do it. But yeah, I used to, be a professional DJ as, I made money for years. But I have this little DJ controller that I've used here on the channel a couple of times. And I don't really enjoy it much. Like my hands are a little too big for it. It's a very good thing for what it is. And it'd be, like somebody's going to enjoy having this, and it's for sale right now if anybody does want it. But nobody's come to get it yet. Well, then I should be gone already, Robbie. No, I'm not selling anything on eBay. This wouldn't be like cost effective to sell any of this stuff on eBay, because of shipping costs and such. So it's available for sale locally, but you got to come pick it up. So, but it's really coming down to the wire. I don't know if it's going to work out this time. And I'm a little worried that anybody that I maybe could have gone to in an emergency isn't going to be able to help me out in time. So, I don't know how this is going to turn out at this point, but I really can't believe that I haven't sold some of this stuff. I mean, it's a better deal for anybody who comes to get it than it's going to be for me. I'm just trying to clear some things out and, raise a few dollars. So there's no reason I should still be sitting on any of it. So anyway, still like no OfferUp or Facebook notifications at all. I just marked the prices down on some stuff too. What's going on, Vic? Good to see you, buddy. But I hope everybody's night or whatever time it is where you are is going well. Feels like it's late at night, but it's really not. Well, I hope you have fun tonight, Vic. It ought to be a decent night for a ride. When I'm recording rides, I use a GoPro, and that's another thing I forgot to mention earlier. My GoPro, it's like it needs a firmware update or something. It won't power on correctly when I put a battery in it, and that concerns me a little. Um, but yeah, I do when I'm recording a video, I use a GoPro, but when I'm live, I use my phone. Yeah, Vic, probably better to have, more than you need than not enough. Have I eaten today? No, I have not. No, I can't. There's nothing to eat. And I can't spend any money. Oh, no problem, Fabian. But yeah, the live streams are done on the phone. And most of my recorded videos are done on a GoPro, but I guess I have to do a firmware update or something. My GoPro's been haywire since I got it. It's a GoPro Hero 10. I guess they're all like that. Um, like none of them ever work 100% right all the time. So I have to find an original cable, GoPro cable, and attach it to my laptop or something and do a firmware update, and maybe it'll work right or something. But right now, when I put a battery in it, the red light comes on and the screen backlight comes on, but like nothing on the screen. And then it just stays like that until the battery goes dead. So I don't know what that's all about. And that's yet another thing that I'd rather not have to worry about right now. But I guess, if I can figure out a way to do the firmware update, it's always a firmware update. If I can figure out a way to do that, then it should probably be all right again. So thanks to everybody who's coming and hanging out with me right now. Vic, I know you ride that Juliet, or have ridden that Juliet all over creation. I don't really like more recent GoPros, Fabian, like the ones that I've had experiences with, mine, and talking to other people. I think the camera that I would get next would be like an Insta360 camera or something. Hey, Dustin. So, I don't know. Like, I hear the new GoPro, like, they fixed a lot of the problems, like the 13 or whatever it is. I guess they fixed some of the problems that the couple of previous generations had. But I still don't know. I don't know if I'd get another one. I think I'd probably get a 360 cam. Yeah, I guess both would be ideal. Wouldn't it, Vic? So, anyway, thanks for being here, everybody who's here. It's very kind of you, Inspecting Gadgets. Anything's helpful, guys. I don't want to impose on anybody for anything, but even $5 or $10 in PayPal or Cash App, if I get a little closer to bridging the gap, I mean, it's just, there's still a little time, but just a little time. But thank you, Inspecting Gadgets, and thank you for your super chat earlier. Very much appreciated. Let's see, let me check the notifications. Nope, nothing. No Facebook or OfferUp or PayPal or Cash App. Yeah, no, I know, Vic, you're doing an awful lot of pedaling lately. I'm trying to catch up with you as far as that goes, but we'll see. I don't know if you heard, Vic. Um, I was gonna take a 327-mile long e-bike ride at one point. Then I decided I wanted to do it pedaling, and now I think I just want to just do a long bike tour and go beyond where I was going to go and just keep going for a while. But I'm going to have to really work on pedaling between now and then. Well, there's nothing I can really do out of the house right now. I did get Dustin, you probably didn't hear. I did get the Uber Eats going again for 9 more days until my license expires. I finally got somebody to take care of that, so I'm going to go out and try to take a couple of deliveries tomorrow. I'm going to get the bike all set up. I'm going to go to bed early tonight. I haven't had anything to eat today. And I'll get up, get a couple of groceries in the morning, and then see if I can take a handful of deliveries. I bet I can do 3, depending on where they're going. There's a lot of uphill sections, it seems like. Well, from where I am, I have to go uphill. Yeah, I gotta do a lot of pedaling, but I'm glad I can use the Uber Eats now again. That's not gonna save me in my current situation, but it might get me a little closer. Um, and it's gonna help me, get conditioned for a long ride. So I'm glad that that's gonna work out. But yeah, I guess I was just gonna go be gone for a week or two on the bike, but I guess I'm gonna, should I make it to that point, turn in the keys to this place, pack everything that I need on the bike, put the rest of my stuff in storage, and off I go. It is nice and light. It's just kind of the wrong size. For me, it's the wrong size. But I can still get out and go through the motions, get my body working and moving, but I'm definitely not going to take that bike on a long trip, but it's fine for Wednesday rides and I can use it for Uber Eats and stuff. Oh yeah, no, I've seen him, Tigger. Yeah, he's gone. I originally thought about doing it that way. Um, that's why they sent me the e-bikes and all this stuff. And but I just like the solar setup and the extra weight and everything. I couldn't spend the money, or just like I couldn't get it together in time to do it in the fall. And I thought, about doing it still in the spring, but instead, it's like, why not pedal? I think I'm just going to do it pedaling, and I don't have to carry as much. And I can go on for longer. I can do like a full-on bike tour and not have to pay rent here while I'm gone, and I can just come back and get another one of these again when I get back. But there's really not a lot standing in the way of doing that right now, other than my health is not ideal. But uh, I can go at my own pace. So there might be times where I'm chilling in a tent for a couple of days, just waiting to feel a little bit better, and then I get back to pedaling. But I think overall, once I'm out, once I've been going for a while, I'm gonna start to feel a little bit better. Like be able to, well, I don't know, do a little more pedaling than I would now, and drinking a lot of water, flushing stuff through my system. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but people older than me and people with health conditions similar to mine are, for instance, go and do things like this. So I don't suppose there's any reason that I couldn't do it. And thank you, Vic. Yeah, well, I mean, you guys are coming along. I'm gonna, I think that if I went on a bike tour, if I just threw caution to the wind, turned in the keys to this place, and set off on a bike, I think that would be enough to put my channel over the top to where, I can rely on this as a source of income and probably stay out for a while. So, I don't know. We'll see if maybe we can put that together. Well, yeah, that's it. I'm trying to just get conditioned. There's nothing I can do about cancer or colitis before I go on a bike tour, but um, I can get a little more conditioned for pedaling. I am getting in a little bit better shape now that I have been out there pedaling some more. And the weather's been a little better, so, people are wanting to spend more time outside. So, but yeah, I mean, people that are older than me and people with similar health problems still go out and do long bike tours. I came across a guy, he must have been in his 60s, and he was doing a bike tour across the continent of Africa. The guy's from Canada or something. It's just like, you know what? I feel like riding a bike across Africa. And he did. So I don't think I'm going to go that far necessarily, but I could go out and do some. I could be out for a while. If that guy can go ride a bike across Africa. Oh, yeah, it's mostly under control, but yeah, Vic. No, I mean, I'm just working on the conditioning, and you're right. And the more you pedal, the easier it gets, and it'll kind of always be that way. So I'm so glad to see you out pedaling all the time. You've been a lot of inspiration. I know you've been doing some Friday rides pedaling, and it is probably going to be a while. I don't know if I'll ever do a Friday ride on this bike that I have now. I really get tired of riding this one after about 15 miles. But still, I mean, like any time spent pedaling, it's good. It's conditioning. It's making your body stronger. Well, I'd like to get to all of those places on two wheels eventually, Vic, but I mean, really, there's nothing to stop me from just heading out with that which I can pack on a bike. People do this all the time. I've seen them. One of the last times I drove on Las Vegas Boulevard, south of like St. Rose Parkway, when it goes to just, miles of nothing and then you end up at Prim. Every time I would drive that way, and the last time I drove that way, I would see people. Um, I would see people doing like bike tours, bike packing. So I guess it's a pretty common thing. People pass through Las Vegas doing that all the time. So what I would be doing is nothing new, and I'd probably encounter a lot of people, a lot of other people out there doing it. But uh, uh, yeah, I don't know, Vic. It's like I like to ride this bike. I like to pedal this bike. My body is getting stronger and is feeling better from having ridden this bike. But it's the wrong size. I could probably go pretty far if I get that's like one thing I'm gonna have to do before I go out on this tour is get a bike that's my size. It doesn't have to be an expensive bike, but it has to be the right size. And something that I can carry stuff on too and still like gravel tires and I don't know. Wow. All right. Well, have fun tonight, Vic, and be safe out there. I'd love to join you, but I know as soon as I try and go and do anything, somebody's going to want to come and buy something. And I dare not miss an opportunity to sell some of the things that I have for sale. I sure do appreciate you, Vic, and it's awesome to have you as a friend and get to take these rides with you and stuff. So I'm gonna do everything I can to get to the ride tomorrow, but I'm in a really bad spot right now, and if a couple of things don't happen between now and then, I'm probably not gonna be able to make that one. But I'm gonna try. I'm just fingers crossed and hoping for the best, and hope I'll see you out there tomorrow, Vic. But I hope you do have fun tonight. So yeah, have fun and be safe out there, Vic. And I'll hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. So yeah, still nothing. No Facebook notifications or offer up. Hey, good night to you, Vic. Take care, buddy, and I'll see you soon. Either way, whether it's tomorrow or not. So I don't know if anybody like the other group, the guys that I normally ride with, are doing the Sunset Park ride tonight. There's no way I'm doing that on the $90 pawn shop bike. Well, Amy, that's what the wrench is for, and do what you see fit. I mean, it's easy to, look at somebody like me and say what you think I could be doing differently. But when you step into my shoes, the way I might talk about something or refer to something, would make a little more sense. So I don't expect anybody, some people will just never understand it fully. But again, Amy, do what you see fit. You're a member of this channel and you have a ranch. So, I don't get upset with people for not understanding how it goes. And, I've looked at people differently before. I wasn't always the way I am now. I was an overachiever for much of my younger years, and what wondered often why other people weren't overachieving as well. And now things are much different. But, one good thing about losing everything the last time I did, and hopefully it won't happen again, but it did before, and when it did, it made me realize, what's really important, what really matters. I grew up in a 10,000 square foot house in Toluca Lake. We had a Rolls Royce. Life was good. And now things are very much different. So, I've had the good things, and my grandparents had a lot of money, like the family is not very well off anymore at all. But like there was a time when my grandparents were doing very well and I lived in their house, and life was good, and I got to experience all these, finer things. And then in my own life, I achieved a pretty good level of success for an idiot like me. And then I lost all of that. And at that point, I realized, like that's good and all, but in the end, you can't take it with you. What really matters in this life is the time you get to spend with the people that you care about, and time you get to spend doing things that you enjoy and encouraging other people to do things that they enjoy. I suppose you're right, Amy. And I agree. And again, you got a ranch. It's up to you. Do as you see fit. But, I've experienced life every kind of way. And I've looked at people and thought to myself, why wouldn't you just try and do a little better? But, walk a mile in that person's shoes and then still, see if you feel like saying anything about it. So, I expect people not to understand. You have to have been through a certain amount of things before you know how it really goes. Well, you're right. It does cost nothing to be compassionate, and there should be more of that in this world. The world would be a much better place with a lot more compassion. But, what are you going to do? The best thing that we can do is just, allow people to eventually educate themselves. Life experience will catch up with everyone eventually. And hey, JPL Rides, what's going on, buddy? Well, that's good. I'm glad you're in a position to, and I hope everything's been going well, and it's good to see you here. So I still can't believe nobody's come through with any Facebook messages, offer up, whatever. I just knocked the prices down a little more on everything that I have up for sale. Well, most everything. And just no action at all. Well, one dude that came to me about something the other day is like, can I give you a down payment And it's like, I'll take a deposit and hold it for you, and then you can bring me the rest when you got it, and then I'll give you the thing. And I haven't heard back from him. So, thank you, sir. I do appreciate it. For coming and hanging out tonight and everything, and I hope your e-bike rides go well and everything goes well. Yeah, no, I hear you, JPL rides, but everything that I have for sale is at a cheap price. And I gotta raise like another $150 minimum in the next couple of days, or it's gonna be bad. And the way things are going, I don't know if I can. I mean, thank God I got the Uber Eats going again. But that's only for 9 days until my license expires. And I'm not gonna, pay all my bills off of that anyway, but I can make a few dollars with that. But yeah, nobody's buying anything around here right now, it seems like. I got a bunch of different kinds of things for sale online, and they're all priced right. I mean, if you're looking for that kind of thing and you don't buy mine, you're an idiot. And they're still just sitting there, just nothing. And I've been talking to my friends, online sales friends, who are like, yeah, it's been a weird, last few months at least. So who knows how this is going to turn out. But yeah, it'd be great if I could sell some of this crap, but just like, I can't give it away. My prices are already super low. I've been lowering them. It's down to about as far as I can go at this point. And if you don't want it for the prices I have now, you don't want it at all, really. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Why all of a sudden just everybody's just tightening up. But there's still a little bit of time. I still could sell one or two of these things, hopefully at least, and then I'll be all right. But tomorrow, like I seriously haven't eaten today. There's no food here, and I don't dare spend any money when I'm already behind. But I'm gonna have to in the morning. I'm gonna have to go get like bare minimum groceries and then try to recover that money that I spent with Uber Eats. I don't dare say tomorrow's another day at this point, because every day for the last few days I've been saying, oh well, tomorrow's another day. And then the coming day will suck worse than the day before. And so I'm not going to say tomorrow's another day anymore, because then it'll wind up just being a shit day. But it's a big relief that I can have like another 9 days worth of Uber Eats before my license expires. And then hopefully, within that time, I mean, hopefully I can get the rent situation straightened out in the next couple of days. And then if I can do Uber Eats for the next 9 days, I can, I'm sure raise enough extra to get my license renewed, and then I can keep doing Uber Eats whenever necessary after I get my license renewed, which lasts for, is it 7 years in Nevada? So that'd be good. But I had to wrestle with them a lot before I could finally find somebody that could fix the Uber Eats situation. I haven't, Big Vegas. I have looked into a couple of things that I could try to do. I was going to try and get food assistance going again because it's just a rough patch right now. A couple of months of things not going as well as I had hoped, and just kind of bet on the wrong horse a little bit. Now I got to recover and go a different way. Um, but yeah, I had spoken to some Mormons, Latter Day Saints, but nobody has offered me any cash assistance. I really need some. If I can get past the next, I have to pay 5 days of rent, which is not a ton of money to come up with, but it might as well be $1 million right now because I have limited resources as to how to obtain the money in that amount of time. So, I don't know. Hey, Kev, good to see you, buddy. Glad you're here. But yeah, Big Vegas. Maybe I'll see about that. The Mormon Church on Craig. I mean, I take some gambles. I've been an online seller for most of my adult life. I've had jobs, lots of jobs, various kinds of jobs, but mostly, independent, working for myself, buying and selling, that sort of thing. And my new product, just it flopped. It didn't take off, and I put too much into it. And when you add it all up, the mistakes that I made, health problems, this and that, falling behind, I could use a little help if a Mormon church, Latter Day Saints church would help me. It's just a small nudge that I need, though. I'm not asking for a big handout here. Just help me keep going for a few more days so I can just help myself and keep going. Wow, okay, Big Vegas. I didn't know that, and I guess I'm gonna have to look into that. Because I'm really out of strings to pull over here, and the time is almost up. Salvation Army would like give you something to eat or something, I guess, Dustin. But I mean, they're overwhelmed. Like, there's a homeless situation in Las Vegas right now. There's very limited shelter space, very limited resources for people who weren't able to find an emergency way to pay their rent. Um, and especially this time of year when it gets cold, uh, the resources get pretty limited. It's been from my experience. It's like where I live downtown, and I get around on bicycles and e-bikes, so I can't go too far from where I am. Um, really, but I don't know. I see things happening here, but there's not enough to go around in the downtown area, it would seem. But maybe in other parts of town. No, I know there's a lot of food banks in LA. There's one here. downtown. I don't think it's until Thursday, though. I think they do it on Thursdays. Um, I don't know. Oh wow, that's awesome, Big Vegas. I guess tomorrow I will try and contact them. Um, I don't know how I'll get there from here, but I suppose we'll figure that out. But yeah, I just need a little help. I just need a little money and something to eat for the next couple of days, and I'll be all right. Beyond that, I'll be able to pull myself out of this hole. I just made a couple of miscalculations. Some things went not according to plan, and now I find myself in this situation, and it's on me. And I just kind of expected all the while, oh, somebody's going to buy some lights, something's going to come through. Somebody's going to whatever, I don't know. But I closed the Shopify page today, guys. That's gone. It just wasn't going to work. I'd have to pay $39 a month for that, and if nobody's buying anything anyway, it wouldn't make any sense to do that. So it is what it is. I thought it was going to work, and it didn't. And now I find myself in a very desperate situation where if I can't come up with 5 days worth of rent, I'm out on my ass, basically. Thank you, Kevin. So I don't know. I guess there's a couple of messages that didn't show up, and I can't. I don't know. I can't see it for some reason. Anyway. So thanks for being here, everybody who's here. And it's not over yet, but it's really coming down to the wire. And just seriously, about another $150 or so needs to find its way to me, and everything will be all right. But it just seems like an impossible thing to work out right now. And how can I have $600 worth of stuff for sale on Marketplace and OfferUp right now, and nobody's buying any of it, and it's giveaway prices. So I'm checking for notifications. Still nothing. Let me look on the laptop and just make sure. Like it's like maybe still something's coming through, but okay. All right, yeah, nothing. No new messages. And why would that be? Hey, Carrie, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. I'm glad you're here. I just saw your email actually earlier, and I was going to get back to you, but since you're here, something about the color changing lights and like the plasma type, I can get them, but they're not as bright as the single color ones nearly. So as far as the color changing ones, I just use the 50/50 lights, the ones I have on my green bike. Still working on, yeah. I'd love to make it to the point where I can be the egg salad guy in downtown for sure, Don. Um, but I just need to get past the next few days. I'm in a really tough spot right now, and a lot of things went not right. And now I'm in a pretty desperate situation that I can't seem to find an immediate solution to. But I will go check with the Mormons tomorrow. It's probably not the mods. I don't think it's the mods doing it. Big Vegas. I think. Yeah, I think YouTube might prevent you from putting um, a phone number on though in the chat. But I'll try to find them tomorrow. The Latter Day Saints Church on Craig. Like, do you know of a cross street roughly? I'm guessing it's Northtown somewhere. So I'll see if there's anything they can do in a very short amount of time. I hate to impose on them, having given them nothing, but I'm gonna have to impose on somebody. It looks like, and I'm not too far off. And then maybe I can, once I get back from my long bike tour and I've paid rent for a couple of months, and then I go on my long bike tour, and then I can come back and do the egg salad and churro business, which that's going to be a winner no matter what. You know, they're going to be lining up for egg salad and churros. But I took a gamble and was wrong on the plasma lights, and now I'm in the position that I'm in for the time being. And it's going to take me a little while to recover. But if I make it past, like if I get those 5 days worth of rent paid, I can get help after that, and I can take it from there. And that was a notification. I hope it's not money coming out. Like, oh my goodness. Thank you, Thomas, somebody, for the Cash App. Or the PayPal. Sorry, PayPal. It says Thomas. I won't say the last name if you want to remain anonymous. Oh, Justice. Yeah, that's been like if you saw the egg salad machine thumbnails that I've used a couple of times in live streams, I would like to have one of those original egg salad machines, spin an egg salad around and also sell churros, but somewhere around probably downtown Fremont Street, maybe where I live here in Vegas at some point. That's, it's a crazy dream, but you never know. I mean, I think it would definitely work. All the people around here, drunk people staggering around all the time, would love some egg salad and churros. So, yeah, I really need, if anyone knows where to get one of those egg salad machines, we are going to need one at some point. That'd be a good, like, settle down career for me after I get back from my bike tour, I think. selling egg salad and churros to the good people of Las Vegas. Oh, I'd be. Thank you, Big Vegas, and I would be. Let me see. Is it okay? Craig and Post. I'll look for that tomorrow, and thank you, Big Vegas, and I will be happy to do some volunteer work for them if they came to my aid in my desperate time of need. But thank you for that, Big Vegas. Thank you, Thomas, for $25 PayPal donation. We're inching ever closer, guys. It's not over yet. There's still a ways to go, but things like that, just a little bit here and there. $25 is more than a little bit, and thank you very much. Um, but just, anything I can do to inch ever closer. And the Uber Eats is going again, so I'm going to try and do Uber Eats most of the day tomorrow. I will reach out to, I'll call at least that Latter-day Saints place, Big Vegas, and thank you so much for that. And I will see what they say and be happy. There's a Book of Mormon actually sitting right behind me. And I've had Mormons three at a time here in Casa de Sincloth. And we hung out and had a real nice talk. And more than once, actually. Uh, so I think they're really nice people, Latter-day Saints. I don't know if I agree with, all parts of their religion, but I like to be around nice people. And all of the Mormons that I know are very nice people. So, but yeah, thanks again, everybody, for everything. And just hanging out. And if you hit the like button or if you've watched a 15-second ad or something like that, it helps a great deal. This channel is kind of starting to get somewhere. 2,621 subscribers. Thank you so much to each and every one of you. I think I'm going to abandon the life that I have now in a couple of months and go on a bike tour, and I'd like to take you guys with me. And I'm not sure how long that's going to last, but we're of course going to come back here to Las Vegas because it's home, and then maybe get into the egg salad and churro business. But lots of exciting things to come, and if we can get this channel especially to like at least 3,000 subscribers by the time I go on this bike tour, I think everything's going to work out quite nicely. So thank you, all of you guys, for everything that you do. Even if you're just lurking, if you're just hanging out in the shadows and getting anything out of this, just enjoying, the chat or the laser patterns or whatever, thank you. And it helps a lot, and I appreciate you very much. So if anyone knows where to get an egg salad machine, though, do let me know. And hey, Shane, weren't you going on a bike ride tonight? Or wasn't there a bike ride tonight? I gotta remember to transfer anything that comes into PayPal. I have things like I've had a PayPal business account since like 2006. And I use it for a couple of automatic payments, so I need to, like, as soon as this stream is over, I will make sure I move it from PayPal balance to PayPal savings so that nobody that I owe money to can get their grubby mitts on any more of my money at this juncture. And if somebody would just come buy something, I know, Like the guy on the Unagi scooter, I guess he's going to take it for $50, but he wanted to come get it last night after I had been in bed for about 15 minutes and my eyelids were heavier than they had ever been in my life. And it would take him, even if he was in his vehicle pulling out of his driveway, it would still take him half an hour to get here. So I said, can we please do it tomorrow or the next day? I'll be available. And I haven't heard back from him yet. If I could sell the broken, well, it's not broken, it's deactivated Unagi scooter to him for $50. He's already got the charger for it. That would put me a little bit closer. So I expect that'll probably go through. And then we're really not that far away. You know, $80 ish. After that, well, if I didn't spend anything between now and then, I got to go spend probably $15 at the grocery store tomorrow morning. I haven't eaten anything today. Still, and it's dark outside now. It's 6:30 p.m. I don't think I've ever gone a whole day like this when I'm not sick or something and have not had anything to eat. But it's okay. I'm hungry. I could really eat a ton of food right now, but fasting for a day isn't going to kill me, I don't think. So I've had some water. I'm flushing some impurities out of my system. I should ultimately feel better after this, I think. Oh, Don, it's a subscription scooter that I didn't really want in the first place, but I got one and they sent me a total piece of crap broken one and I sent it back and they sent me this one and I hated it too. And I said I wanted to send it back and they wouldn't let me send it back, so I stopped paying for it. And the Unagi scooters run through their app. You have to use the phone app, so they can lock your scooter, and that's what they did to this one. But eventually, they sent me to collections. I kept saying, you know, a couple times a month, I would send them an email. Please let me send you your stupid scooter back. I hate this thing. I'm not going to pay for it anymore. Please just send me a return label. I still have the box that it came in. I could take it apart, pack it up, send it right back to you. And they wouldn't take it back. And then they sent me to collections, so now I'm gonna sell it to some guy for $50 because it's locked, and he can only use it for parts. But I'll be glad to have that thing the hell out of here because I've been tired of looking at it, and it's not a good scooter at all. I do not like Unagi scooters; they're not good. Um, and I'll just be glad to have it out of here. And it sucks that they sent me to collections when I did want to send it back to them, but whatever, I don't care at this point. Okay, Shane, I see your message. Sorry to hear about the bruised lung thing. That sounds pretty bad. And the ribs. I didn't know it was so bad. I knew you had something happen, but I hope it gets better, buddy. Shane, I can understand you sitting out a ride for sure. So yeah, if I can get rid of that Unagi scooter to that guy for $50, I got a feeling he's gonna show up with 40 though. But whatever. I mean, come give me $40. I don't care at this point. Just come and get it, and don't wait until I'm in bed. Uh, and then just really need to sell like one more thing, and then I'll be all right. I'll be able to continue to exist. But I will still reach out to that Mormon church tomorrow, and I've got to take a couple of Uber Eats deliveries tomorrow. which is nice to be able to do. I'm glad I got that sorted out. I can do that for 9 more days until my license expires, and then I can do it again after I get my renewed actual physical license and take a picture of it and send it to them. But it'll help to have that option for the next few days if I need to go out and make a few dollars, and I definitely do. It just hasn't been very good, and I should be out doing that now probably, but I'm exhausted and I haven't eaten today, and I need to put a couple of things on the pedal bike. And then I gotta force myself to pedal more, and then I'll be ready for that bike tour. I can do that bike tour with the health problems that I have if I'm just a little more conditioned than I am now. And if I have to take a break, I can take a break. You know, that's going to be the nice thing about it. You know, there's no like set schedule or anything, which makes it doable for someone like me, and really probably for anyone else that could set aside the time to take a bike tour. Man, I'm getting hungry though. My insides are making funny noises. But I'm like gurgly and kind of feel like I'm going to throw up a little bit, but I suppose I can survive 24 hours without eating. I don't know if I've ever really tried before. So I don't know, but yeah, still nothing. Still nobody wanting to come and buy anything, and that's just crazy. I mean, I'm giving this crap away. Thank you, the Milkman's Kid. I appreciate that very much. And I'm hoping if I can sell a couple things, I'll get out for the ride tomorrow night. But if I'm still in the same spot that I'm in right now, I'm probably going to have to sit it out and just really hope that somebody will come by and buy something. But I try not to miss many or any rides. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, there's still time. There's still time for things to work out. There's very little time for things to work out, though. So we'll see. Like I said, I got to spend probably at least $15 at the grocery store tomorrow just to get a couple of things to keep me alive for a couple of days. Like proteins and carbs. If I'm going to be out pedaling, I need proteins and carbs. So we'll see. The ghost is here right now. It's not the intelligent one that goes through the whole building, but like the residual energy ghost just went right behind me. And now my hair's standing up. And that's kind of creepy. Wow. I've been in this same unit for a little over a year now, and I've noticed that one. Just like a residual energy that comes home from work or something. And it just went past me. He'll come through the door and he'll walk past where I'm sitting right now and go into the kitchen. And that just happened. No, and I agree, Milkman's Kid, and I like broccoli, fresh broccoli. Um, not the frozen stuff or whatever. But yeah, I don't have a lot of room to prepare it. It's a tiny kitchen. I don't know. For the next couple of days, I need to just like the bare minimum food to keep me alive and semi energized, carbohydrates and protein. But yeah, I want to work some veggies into the mix again soon. But I just had to stay alive for a couple of days, try to earn enough money to keep this roof over my head until I can, get back on track. And like my dad said, and I hate to put him in this position. He's an old guy on a fixed income, but he said if I can stay alive until next week, he'll help me. And he knows, I went for it. I took a shot on my next LED lighting product and it didn't work. And I lost a lot of money and wasted a good bit of time. And now I find myself in a tight spot. But, it'll all happen somehow. Hot dogs, yeah. I mean, hot dogs will fill you up, Don. It's true. And I've already got cancer, so, like, I don't have to, like, heed the warnings or anything about all the poison in hot dogs. So, but yeah, I would like to eat a little better, but for the next couple of days, I just need enough, like, to keep me full and alive and somewhat motivated to keep pedaling. I'm like starting to shiver from having not eaten. It's a weird feeling. I never felt quite like this before. It's almost euphoric, but like not in a good way. But in the morning, I can go and get a couple of cheap things to eat at the store. And then I'm going to go to bed early. Hey, Big Boys PV. I'm going to go to bed early. I'm going to wake up early. I'm going to go to the store and spend money that I cannot afford to spend in hopes that I can recover some of it. Before the end of the day, I'm still in a really tight spot, but we'll see how it goes. And tuna, yeah, Shane, good call. Tuna and PB&Js. That's, I probably should do that, actually. Tuna, I love to get tuna, though, and that's good protein, good lean protein. Um, and I always feel pretty good after eating it. Yeah, no, a big roast, that's a good idea, too. You can, keep carving off of that for a while. Yeah. Well, no, I do like the fish. I love the fish. I love fish protein. And I do like vegetables too, and starches, potatoes. Uh, so yeah, I mean, when the money's a little better, I'll eat right, and hopefully, leading up to the bike tour, and while on the bike tour, I'll be drinking a lot of water and probably eating a little better, and ultimately should feel a whole lot better. Yeah, roast is a pretty good value. Yeah, steak prices are ridiculous. It's out of hand. Even just like ground beef, hamburger meat is like really expensive again lately. I gotta quit talking about food. I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten in almost 24 hours at this point, and I'm not feeling very good about it. But it is what it is. I can't afford to eat today, and sometimes it's going to be that way. So, but yeah, tomorrow I guess I might get probably some tuna at the store, maybe peanut butter and jelly. If it would make sense to get a loaf of bread and then be able to make sandwiches like tuna and peanut butter and jelly, but then I have to get mayonnaise, and mayonnaise is like $5 now, and I don't know. I'll have to see what I can afford. But sandwiches, I think, would be if I could, eat sandwiches for a couple days to stay alive. I think that would be all right. So I don't know, but for now, like I'm trying not to pass out from being so hungry. I've never been so hungry in my life, but I'm still like okay. It's not good. It's not good at all, but it's okay, I think. Well, yeah, I put mustard in there too, Dustin, but I couldn't make tuna with just mustard. But I do add mustard to it. I do have mustard. I just need mayonnaise, and mayonnaise is expensive as hell right now. But I could get eggs too, like hard boiled eggs. They have already ready hard boiled eggs. We could do egg salad, guys. Oh my god, why did that not occur to me earlier? I could live off of egg salad for a couple of days. Wow, now we're talking. Now we're getting somewhere. Ketchup is overpriced too. I get ketchup packets every time I go to McDonald's or 7-Eleven and get something that I would get ketchup for and end up with a couple of extra ketchup packets. Um, so yeah, I don't buy ketchup anymore either. And I did buy mustard. I have a bottle of mustard in the fridge, but it was like $1. But I get mustard and mayonnaise packets whenever I can too. The 7-Eleven closest to me has not had mayonnaise packets for like 2 weeks now. But I used to make broke ass tuna salad with, mayonnaise and mustard packets and relish from 7-Eleven. So yeah, I mean, my mom taught me that when we were young, and we had the money then, like money was fine in those days, but it's like, hey, they'll give you napkins and ketchup packets and stuff extra, probably more than you need at McDonald's and Burger King and 7-Eleven and stuff, so, why not do it that way? And, especially now that mayonnaise is like $5. I'm gonna have to buy mayonnaise though. Food prices are out of control. They shot up again just recently. Milk is more expensive, eggs are more expensive, meat's more expensive, and like there aren't even any like tariffs or anything in place yet, but the people, like the companies are price gouging. It's like, hey, it's one last money grab in anticipation of how this upcoming situation may go. But they're just like, screw it, we'll go ahead and gouge these people for a little more money in the meantime. So yeah, the last time I went to the store, milk was more expensive, eggs were more expensive, bread's been more expensive. Um, I don't know. Fresh carrots, I don't know. I do like fresh carrots though. Yeah, and Taco Bell will put a whole bunch of sauces in the bag there for you, and you can keep using them for like a couple of years afterwards. So why not? And yeah, fresh carrots are good. I like to eat the baby carrots sometimes and like dip them in ranch dressing, which kind of cancels them out. But whatever. It's good. I like it. The baby carrots are more expensive now. It used to be like 88 cents for a bag of baby carrots, and now it's like $4. And ranch dressing is expensive. I don't know. I'm so hungry right now. I wish I could justify just going over to 7-Eleven and spending $5, but I just can't. I can't. I have to be strong. I have to save the money. I'm short of where I need to be, and I'm running out of time, and I'm running out of ways to get the money, so I dare not spend any tonight, and I'd better be very careful at the store in the morning. 7-Eleven nachos. Oh, and they're like $4, but I can't spend the money. I would love to eat, but I just can't spend the money. I'm still behind the eight ball, and there are still a few things that have to go right if I'm gonna get to continue to exist. It happens, Ted. I'm gonna go to bed early tonight, though, and I'm gonna get up early. I'm gonna be all, shaved and showered and ready to go. I'm gonna get some groceries. I'm gonna have something to eat, and I'm gonna try and take a few deliveries. And I might try to contact that church tomorrow and see if they can help me in my desperate situation. I really only need like another, if I had another $100 right now, I'd be okay. I'd probably be able to get past this rough patch. But that feels like like I'm trying to get $1 million right now, and I don't know. Something's got to give. Something's got to come together, and there are only so many things that I can do in this amount of time, and it's just too tight right now. I'm probably gonna have to miss the ride tomorrow, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep this roof over my head. I just need to come up with 5 days rent, and I'll be okay. And it's like trying to come up with $1 million right now. But it doesn't help that everything is more expensive than it ought to be. But yeah, a king size Snickers bar would be awesome. But those are like $4 now at 7-Eleven, a king size Snickers. I can't even spend $4 tonight. I really can't. I need to just be strong. Suck it up. I'm not going to eat today. That's just the way it is. And maybe tomorrow things will be better. And Jay Stona, sorry, I don't know how I missed you right there. Good to see you. Thanks for being here, Jay Stona. I hope you had a good day. Um, I'm in a real tight spot still, and I'm trying to find my way out of said tight spot. And it doesn't look good right now, but it's not over yet. And I did get my Uber Eats privileges back today. DoorDash is still like that's done. That's never coming back, I guess. But Uber Eats was able to get me going again until my license expires in like 9 days, I guess, whatever. So anyway, sorry, don't know how I missed you there at first, Jay Stona, but thanks for being here and saying hello. I hope you had a great day, my friend. So yeah, somebody just needs to come and buy something, and I'll be all right. I don't know if I'm going to make it that far, honestly, Jay Stona. I could be getting evicted about the time we were supposed to be meeting for lunch. So, I don't know. Like, I gotta, like, fingers crossed I can pull something out of my ass between now and then, but it doesn't look very good at this point. I'm not far off, but it seems like I'm a million miles away with, the resources at my disposal currently. So, there's still time, but just a little, and it's coming down to the wire. And why is nobody buying the stuff that I have for sale online right now? It's all giveaway prices, and it's good stuff. And if I could get somebody to come through and buy one or two things from me, then I'm fine. I already talked to, my dad, who said he's going to be able to help me out a little bit next week, understands the situation I'm in. I had to, grovel, say, hey, I screwed up. I messed up. I took a shot. I made some mistakes. I tried to put too many eggs in one basket, and the bottom fell out of the basket, and all of my eggs broke, and now I need some help. And he's like, all right, but I can't do it until next week. So, should I survive until next week, everything's going to be okay. And I'll be able to pick up the pieces and get everything back together. I'm just not going to make it in the plasma LED lighting business. And that's fine. I'll do something else instead. But I just had to get through this rough patch, and I'm having trouble with that right now, and I maybe let it go a little too far. I closed my Shopify page today. That's gone. Before I was going to have to pay for that. It's $39 a month, and I can't pay for something that's not making any money. So I shut that down today, so there's no more option to buy lights. I'm gonna have to do something else. If you want some, we can work something out. I can still get them for you, but that's not gonna be my business that I was planning on, paying some of my bills with. Man, I'm getting really lightheaded. I don't know if I can ever do another fasting day. I can feel an ulcer bleeding too. I can tell which ones are bleeding. There's two of them, and I can always tell when I'm gonna see blood in the toilet. So I don't know if fasting helps or hurts ulcers, but mine, like, one of them's bleeding. One of them's been bleeding most of the day today. So, like, not eating has had no effect on that one. But maybe, and shout out again to Big Vegas. I'm going to try and talk to that Mormon church tomorrow. Maybe they can save me before I'm out on my ass. I didn't mean to let it get to this point. I just, like, a lot of things went wrong around the same time, and I just I don't know, couldn't pull out of the situation that I'm in, and might need a little help. And I don't dare say tomorrow's another day again, because then it'd be a stupid, screwed up day. I've been saying that for like 8 or 9 days now. Tomorrow's another day. And then the next day sucks worse than the one before it. So tomorrow's not another day. Tomorrow's going to be an entirely different, better day. Nothing like today. I hope. God, I hope. I'm just really running out of time. But tomorrow I can eat. I can probably take at least a couple dollars and hopefully recover at least as much money as I spent to eat. So hopefully I won't be down anything ultimately tomorrow. And I've never tried doing Uber Eats pedaling before, and I only have the option of Uber Eats now. There's no more DoorDash, so I'm running one app. Going to be using a bicycle. It can only take one or two deliveries on the scooter that I have because uh, it doesn't have enough range to do more than a couple of deliveries at most before I have to bring it home and plug it in. So I might be able to come out like net gain tomorrow, maybe. But I'm gonna have to spend probably at least $15 at the store. 15, maybe $20. Prices are going up again. It's probably gonna be more like $20. So I gotta try and make at least $20 tomorrow, taking deliveries on a bike. And then God help me if somebody doesn't come and buy something and I can't figure out another way to get the money. I mean, that's like I'm this close to the end of life as I know it. But it's not over yet, but it's got to quit being so close. I mean, I'm bleeding to death, for God's sake. I have ulcers that come open when I'm too stressed out. And I'm well beyond too stressed out right now. And I'm afraid to go to the bathroom because it's going to be just horrible. But, life goes on, as the saying goes. And we'll see if it does for me or not. I don't know if I'm still going to be alive tomorrow, honestly, the way I feel right now. But I imagine these eyelids will pop open in the morning. And I'll have to go and make the best of whatever the day holds. Well, no, you have to have a valid ID, Dustin, is what it is, and mine's about to expire in 9 days, so they already canceled me and said I had to upload my new driver's license, but I got that straightened out, but there is no no, I haven't, Don. There's nothing close by except for one. They'll give you a couple of like expired food items on Thursday, I guess. I could maybe go there. Um, but there's nowhere I can like walk to right now and carry back free food that I'm aware of. No, I am drinking water, Dustin. I'm drinking water still. But yeah, the whole Uber Eats thing is just a matter of having a valid ID. So I could get an identification card and still do Uber Eats on a bicycle or, scooter. But I don't know. I should probably have a driver's license just in case. I'm still drawing a blank as for what else I could possibly do. I mean, Big Vegas, thanks for the tip about the Mormon church, but I think it's unlikely that they're going to find a way to get money to me before the deadline. I don't know how I'd get there. That's kind of out of the way from where I am. That'd be a lot of bus rides or fairly expensive Uber ride. So I don't know that I'm going to be able to work that out in time, even if they want to help me. It's really coming down to the wire. And I'm not too far off, but it just seems like an impossible amount of money to come up with, all things considered. But thanks again, Thomas, for the PayPal. Very, very helpful. Getting closer, and there's still time. It could happen. How short am I for the rent? Um, if $100 fell out of the sky and landed in my lap right now, I'd probably be okay. But trying to come up with said $100 right now at this point, after thanks to Thomas for sending 25 in PayPal, um, yeah, if $100 found its way to me right now, I could probably bridge the rest of the gap. And it sucks to be that close and still just not be able to do it. Like nobody's buying anything. I just, I don't know. I don't know. And I've starved myself today. I could have gone and spent $5 at 7-Eleven, but it's like, no, I can't. I don't have any food at home. I'll be all right. I'll live until tomorrow. So it sucks to be so close, within $100 or so of being able to pull this off, and I just can't do it. I've pulled every string, I've called in every favor, I've exhausted every resource, and I'm still at least that far away. I guess Slow 49's live. Some of you guys probably just got the notification. Man, I'm still not getting any Facebook or OfferUp messages. And it's like, I can't make these things any cheaper. I'm giving away good stuff, and nobody's coming to get it. What the hell is going on? And it feels weird. I'm like gagging and gurgling and stuff from having not eaten today. It's a really weird feeling, quite a sensation. Actually, I don't like it. I really don't like it, but I do feel a little cleaner than I have maybe recently. I have been drinking water and, go and pee once in a while. So, like, I guess there are less impurities within me now since I haven't eaten any food today and I've had some water. But it's not a good feeling. I'm really hungry. But I can wait until tomorrow. But yeah, just got to bridge a gap to the tune of probably $100. I'm sure this guy's gonna buy the Unagi scooter for, we sort of tentatively agreed on 50, but I'm sure he's probably gonna show up with 40, And even if he does, and I had another $100, I could pay rent, and everything would be all right. With what I already have and what I'm expecting to have, being able to take at least a handful of Uber Eats deliveries, probably. Let's say $4 a pop, $5 a pop, somewhere around there. Yeah, so I really think I'm gonna be no further away than $100 from paying rent, but it seems like it might as well be $1 million. Like after I've done everything I'm gonna be able to do and come up with everything I think I'm gonna be able to come up with, I'm still gonna be that far away. So tomorrow, some things will happen. I'm not sure what exactly, and again, I'm not going to say tomorrow's another day, because I hope tomorrow is going to be a very much different day than the kind of days I've been having. Uh, so, I don't know. It remains to be seen, but I'm trying to stay optimistic, but I'm hungry, and I'm tired, and I'm stressed out, and my ulcers are bleeding. And I'm just ready for things to be a little easier. I'm ready to not be squeezed anymore. It's like, why it shouldn't have to come down to the wire. I am motivated. I'm doing what I can. I'm trying. I'm putting forth some sort of effort. And it's a frustrating thing to have to do when I have to admit that I failed in my latest venture. Like, it's just not going to work. And I did what I could. I tried to get the word out. I tried to make it affordable and enticing enough that, people might, you know, that it might have taken off. I don't know, but it didn't. So I can live with that. I made a mistake. I took a shot. I did the best I could. It didn't work out. And now I find myself in the situation that I'm in, but there's still a little bit of time and something definitely could happen between now and the deadline. Still, like, how can nobody be interested in the things that I have for sale right now? I mean, it's all good stuff and it's all a great deal. I'm not even getting, the people that aren't going to show up, but they still, ask if it's available. Normally, you get at least a handful of those here and there. Is this item still available? I'm not even getting any of that. What the hell is going on? I mean, I haven't watched the news or anything in a while. Is there something occurring right now that I'm not aware of? Because this is bizarre. I've never had so little interest in things that I have for sale before, and they're all good things. Oh man. It's just, I don't know. I'm wearing my brain out trying to make sense of it. I need to quit thinking about it. Stressing about it isn't going to make people come and buy my stuff. But yeah, anyone who's going to buy lights or is thinking about doing it at some point in the future, you're going to have to contact me separately now. I took the Shopify down so I didn't have to pay for it, and it just wasn't going to work that way. So I know, like, there's a couple of people around here that still want lights, and I can still get them, but I'm just not going to be doing that as my side business anymore. It's just not going to work. So let's see. I'm surprised I haven't heard from the Unagi scooter by now. I'm sure he's going to come and get it. I just kind of figured that would have happened by now. I hope he's not waiting until I'm in bed again. I don't know why some people want to come and buy stuff from you at 1 o'clock in the morning, and it's like, I don't know you. I'm not going to meet you in a parking lot in a bad neighborhood at 1 o'clock in the morning. You can come in the daytime. So, like, I guess if the guy tells me that he wants to come and get the Unagi scooter, I'm going to be like, man, you're going to have to come in the daytime because I sleep at night. And I was waiting all day for you anyway. I don't know. I suppose I've gone without food all day. I suppose I could go without sleep. That's probably not a good idea. Is anybody still here? It's getting kind of quiet. Did my chat freeze? I guess you guys are just being quiet. Alright, Dustin, Amy, Irving, Shane. Good to see you guys, and thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I'm having a really rough day, and things look really bad right now, and I'm genuinely worried about it. And it's been a huge help just having you guys around. And thank you, Inspecting Gadgets, for lurking and everything that you've done. Stirring up some, PayPal and Cash App action. It's very much appreciated. Or, attempting to, trying to get it going. I appreciate you. And thank you. It's you, isn't it? The PayPal Inspecting Gadgets. I don't know. It was someone other than their YouTube handle. Well, the PayPal name is something other than the YouTube handle. And it definitely does. And thank you. I appreciate you, JPL Rides. And it does help to have people to talk to and hang out with when everything's not going according to plan. Oh, and Amy feeding the dog. I'd eat some dog food right now. I'm so hungry. I'll be alright, though. I'll be alright. I'll survive until tomorrow without food. I'm feeling kind of wobbly, though. Oh, that's someone else? Inspecting Gadgets? Oh, okay. Well, thank you to someone else, Thomas, for the PayPal. Either someone who has a different YouTube handle and is in the chat, or someone who's lurking. In any case, thank you. $25 closer to being able to do something now. So it's a big help. So, but thank you for mentioning it, Inspecting Gadgets, to Cash App and PayPal. Is there any hidden food here that I haven't thought about? I don't think so. I don't have any like secret food. I don't have any like protein bars in my backpack or anything. And I don't know. I don't know if I'm starting to feel like I don't know if I'm going to make it until morning at this point. I don't know. I gotta just like, I can't go get 7-Eleven food. I really can't spend money on 7-Eleven food. I have to just wait until morning and I'll go and get groceries. It'll be alright. I got a pedal to go get groceries though in the morning. I don't know if I might have to, in the morning, I might have to go to 7-Eleven and just get something to eat so I can ride to the store and buy groceries. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. We're not there yet. So, what else? Yeah, it does. That's the problem. I'm gonna have to eat something probably before I go to the store tomorrow, or I don't think I'm gonna make it. Oh my goodness, Amy. Well, I hope, no, I know, like everybody seems to be in the same boat right now. Everybody I've talked to is waiting on something to come through and we'll be all right in a few days, but it's tight right now. But I hope everything comes through for you as soon as is possible, Amy. And it's never any fun, being down to the last little bit and you got money coming. Oh wow, well I hope it comes through. Sure wish somebody owed me that much money right now. Yeah, no, it definitely does. I can relate. I couldn't keep up this time, just running a little side business myself. Not able to keep it going. I mean, you got to have the means to continue on if, somebody keeps you waiting, and sometimes they do. Okay, yeah, I'm sure Allstate's going to come through, but they don't really have the value menu here, and I'd have to walk to the closest McDonald's. There's not one on Fremont Street anymore. There's one down at the other end, so I'd have to walk through a really sketchy neighborhood. And like all of the value menu items are a little bit more money in Las Vegas. But that's not a bad idea. I really can't afford anything right now. I have to try and survive until I can get to the store and buy cheap food at the store. And then eat just enough of that to make sure I have enough energy to get out and take a couple of deliveries. And then hopefully somebody will come and buy something, and then I can continue to exist and life will be wonderful. I need the money. I need it by Thursday. I gotta have it by Thursday. If I get it all by Thursday, I'll be alright. So, fingers crossed, and I'm gonna keep trying. And we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I definitely do. I do complain a lot, especially lately. Oh wow, Amy. Well, it's good that your landlord's cool with it. I'm glad to hear that. But, hopefully they don't keep you waiting any longer. So, let's see. What else could there be tonight that I'm not thinking of? It's way easier, definitely, JPL rides to hop on an electric. I feel ya. I don't have the option of using my e-bike right now. I could still use my scooter, but my e-bike headset is messed up, so I can't take that out right now. So that's been, kind of helpful to get me pedaling more. I would rather, like, I still want to get my e-bike fixed. Once I get through this little rough patch and hopefully everything smooths out a little, I can go get my e-bike fixed and spend a little more time on that. That's going to help a lot. I could take a lot more deliveries on that thing too, so it'd be great if I could get the headset fixed. I could really do some damage with Uber Eats on that thing. So, I don't know, but yeah, I feel you though. The e-bikes are certainly very convenient. Amy taking charge tonight. Thank you, Amy. And huh, but that's gonna be cool when you get your bike all put together. JPL rides. Oh, I'm getting way colder without, like, I've noticed that throughout the day is like when I don't eat, I get a lot colder. But it's alright. It is cold. It's been, well, I don't know. We've had actually nice warm days. It's supposed to be 70 tomorrow. That's going to be awesome. It'd be a nice day for going out and pedaling anyway. But it's been getting pretty cold at night. Yeah, 70 is going to feel real nice. It's been well below average lately, and now it's considerably above average. Average temperature this time of year around here, high temperature is like 60, and it's supposed to be 70 tomorrow, that's pretty awesome. I can deal with that. That'd be helpful. The weather's going to cooperate tomorrow, I guess, or so goes the forecast currently. So we'll see. But yeah, should be able to get some pedaling in tomorrow, and that's going to be nice. So wow, we've been going for a while today, but I'm very grateful to you guys for hanging out with me. I'm hoping to get some. There's still time. I mean, somebody could come and buy something from me tonight. There's still enough time for that, so hopefully that occurs. Hopefully, if the Unagi scooter guy is going to come tonight, hopefully it's before I'm in bed. I tried to give the impression last night that I'm available the next couple of days, like during the day. Trying to get more people to want to come during the day, but like so far everybody that said they were going to come for the DJ controller thing, like nobody actually has. If I could get rid of that thing, I'd probably be alright between now and Thursday. If I can sell it between now and Thursday, I'll probably be alright. I'll probably be able to put together enough money by the time I have to, by the deadline. So still waiting to hear back from somebody on that, and it looks like that's not going to occur at this point. But this has got to be like the slowest day for online sales. Like, I don't have anything on eBay right now. I'm not selling on Amazon this year. But I do have like my personal items up on Facebook and OfferUp, and I've just never seen such a no action day considering the amount of things that I have listed for sale. And that's a little scary. I mean, we should be concerned about this, I think. If everybody just kind of stopped spending money, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. That's not a good thing. So we'll see how this plays out. Oh, man. It's starting to seem like a long shot as to anyone coming tonight and buying anything, though. If I haven't heard from somebody by now, I wouldn't think anyone's probably going to come tonight. So I guess I will go to bed early and, just wake up early and be ready for a better day tomorrow. Should I be fortunate enough to have one, I'm certainly going to try. I hope everybody has a wonderful day tomorrow. I suppose I'll check in with you. Hopefully, we'll do a bike ride. If I can bridge the gap, if I can put just a little more money together, I can pay that little bit of rent. I can go and do the bike ride tomorrow without having to worry about sitting home and waiting for somebody to come and buy something instead. So fingers crossed, guys. It could certainly work out, and I hope it does. I'm sure I would do better in food sales. Canned food sales, maybe. I don't know. It's kind of hard to corner that market around here, I think, Dustin. But I think egg salad and churros would be a hit. So still trying to find an egg salad machine. Let me know if you see one out there, anybody. Like the one in the picture, the thumbnail. We're going to need one, because I expect to get through this rough patch and be able to do my bicycle tour and come back to my home of Las Vegas and be the egg salad and churro king around here. So, gotta make it to that bike tour, though. Gotta spend another probably 3 months with this roof over my head, waiting for the weather to get good enough, putting the rest of the pieces together, then, pack everything on the bike, have everything in storage, turn in the keys to this place, and off we go. And then when we get back afterwards, there will be much egg salad and churros. But I can't wait to go on that ride. That's kind of what's keeping me going right now, is just knowing that if I can, push through this little rough patch and exist for a little while, that's going to be completely doable and really enjoyable, I think, too. I've never been on a bike tour before, but what's really standing in my way? except for some health issues, but people do it with cancer and other, major health problems, go out and take long bike rides. So I can't use it as an excuse not to when I'm still able to get out and pedal some. So I don't know. That's going to be really good all around. I think it's going to be really good for the channel. I do hope you guys will enjoy it. It's going to be great for me, my overall health and well-being. And I'm really just kind of sick of everything lately. So once I've been able to go out and do that, I can come back fresh and recharged and ready to deal with all the nonsense of life again. Get into the egg salad and churro business. Oh, egg salad and churros. I could eat at least 2 or 3 pounds of egg salad right now. Thank you, Amy. I appreciate that. And it's going to be a fun one, though. By the time I get a chance to take this bike ride, I could be out for a couple of weeks or several months, you know. But either way, I think it's going to be really good. And I am looking forward to having you guys along for the adventure. It's going to be the craziest thing I ever tried to do. And a lot of people would never go off and do something like this. And that's why I need to go and do something like this. We all need to step outside of our comfort zones as often as we think we can. Well, more often than we think we can, probably. The comfort zone is a lie, it's an illusion. Our very nature is designed against it. It should not be. The comfort zone is, what we strive for, but it's really like the worst thing for us. So if you can step outside of it long enough to see what a lie and an illusion it actually is, and see what life is really about, and spend the time enjoying things that you should be enjoying, then everything just becomes different, but in a better way. And it's okay to want to feel comfortable. It's human nature to want to feel comfortable and have a safe space. But, we're getting soft as a people. And you have to challenge yourself. You have to push yourself. You have to try and step outside of what is comfortable and familiar and experience new things. Even if the thought of it's kind of scary. I mean, it's better when it's like that. Ah, 3 hard-boiled eggs. Yeah, I know how much dogs love hard-boiled eggs. I do too. God, I think I'm gonna get the pre-hard-boiled eggs if they're not too expensive tomorrow, and some store-brand mayonnaise and some bread, and probably get some tuna too, and that'll keep me alive for a couple of days. Egg salad and tuna salad sandwiches. Oh, I can't wait. I'm so hungry. I'm probably going to eat like 4 or 5 sandwiches as soon as I get home from the store tomorrow, though, is the problem. Half of my food would be gone after the first sitting. But I love eggs in any form. I love, any kind of cooked eggs, like breakfast style eggs or whatever. I love hard boiled eggs. I love egg salad. I don't know. Like eggs are awesome. And they're really good for you. But I do like tuna too, and tuna's cheap, so I think we'll get some tuna as well. Yeah, I suppose. Amy, the vitamin A, but uh, I don't know. Eggs are just so good. Like every type of prepared eggs, and I love omelets, like Vegas buffet omelets. Oh God, I'm so hungry. I can't wait to eat. It's gonna be so great. So yeah, definitely gonna get some eggs tomorrow. I guess I could boil some eggs myself. Um, but it'd be a lot easier. I need to get out the door. I'm not gonna have time for that tomorrow. I'm gonna have to see how much you can get like a half dozen, I think. Pre-hard boiled eggs, and they're usually not too expensive. Um, so I could just come home, chop those up, make some egg salad, have a sandwich, and go out and take some deliveries. So glad. And if you weren't here earlier when I said, so glad I got the Uber Eats thing straightened out. That was like, like not even having that as an option, that really felt like the world was ending and the walls are closing in and all that kind of stuff. It's like, how can that not work? But yeah, that's straightened out for the time being, thank God. I'm not going to get rich. I'm not going to fill in the gap with Uber Eats money, but it helps to have that. And I'll be glad to get out and do some pedaling. Take a couple of deliveries. And hopefully I can keep going with that for a while. Use that as an excuse to get conditioned for my bike tour. Go out, do some Uber Eats, make a little extra money, and do some pedaling at the same time. So, parsley and croutons. No, I know the feeling, Amy. It's never a good spot to be in, and I know your situation right now. And I appreciate you always being so supportive of the channel in so many ways, especially under the circumstances. So, thank you. I know you did a super chat recently, and I didn't. I would have told you not to if I had known the situation that you were in, Amy. But I'm glad that they're going to come through with your check here soon. Have I ever made my own mayonnaise, Dustin? No, I haven't. I know roughly how to make it. But I have never actually tried. Yeah. I'm super low on the salad condiments myself right now, Amy. I have mustard. I have some ketchup packets. Um, that's about it. I could eat some mustard and ketchup packets. That'd be delightful, I'm sure. Or like put them together, like heat them up, maybe put a little water in there or something, make some soup. Ketchup and mustard soup. That's gross. I'm not gonna do that. That's a really bad idea. It does average out, Amy, definitely, but it sucks to be on this side of it that we're in right now, the situation that we're dealing with. Knowing that things are about to be better, but still having to deal with the really lean times leading up. And I still, I can't count on my situation working out necessarily. I'm hoping that it will. I'm expecting that it will. I don't see why it wouldn't, but not there yet. But it's a sucky situation to be in. But yeah, peaks and valleys. It's life is never not going to be that way. It's nature's balance. It's like the one constant rule. there will always be ups and downs and ins and outs and yin and yang, and that's the nature of life on Earth. Always has been, always will be. So yeah, probably eggs and tuna and bread and mayonnaise and milk. I need milk at the store too. A guy just said, "Could you drop it off at my home today, or could I pick it up tomorrow for $80?" Okay. For the DJ controller, I'll let him have it for $80, and he can pick it up tomorrow. I can't drop it off to him because I don't drive, but he can pick it up tomorrow. I'll message him back after this, but I've had like 10 people. He's the 10th person now who said he's going to come and get this, or wants to come and get it, and nobody has yet, so I can't count on that. But if he wants to give me $80, then we're really getting close. So this might just work out. Fingers crossed, guys. Hold on, but that's the Facebook notification we've been waiting for. He said, "Can you either bring it to me tonight, or I'll pick it up tomorrow?" And he said $80. I'll let him have it for $80. I marked it down to 100. I didn't want to go less than 100. I really need 100, but $80 is pretty close to where I need to be. So, or I'm, like I can probably almost get there if I get $80 from this guy. I might survive. And thank you, Irving and Amy and Shane. It is encouraging. They can't all be winners, can they? No, they can't. And that's, very, very wise words from Bad Santa. Love that movie. Seen a lot of Christmas movies so far this season, but not that one yet. And thank you, Irving. It does sound good, and I do hope it works. And Shane. So in a few minutes, I'll message this guy back and be like, "I'll take $80, but I don't drive, so you'll have to come pick it up. I live downtown." And then hopefully we can be done with that. And then I'm a little bit closer. So it's just, it's like, I'm so tired of things coming down to the wire, though. And that's one thing I'm going to absolutely love about the bike tours, that time won't matter. I'll have everything I ultimately really need on the bike and the bike itself. And I'm sure I'll have, the resources that I need at that point. Some of you have mentioned wanting to help with that, Big Boys PEV especially, and I do appreciate that very much. But, I'm going to be able to raise other money between now and then too. So I think, we're going to be really good by then. So nothing's going to matter by the time I can go out on a bike tour, and it's just going to wash all of this away. Time, whatever, who cares? Money, whatever. I got everything I need on a bike, and enough money to do the tour, which is going to be minimal. I'll be sleeping in a tent most of the time. And, a lot of the times, half of the time, that's not going to cost anything. I know how to be stealthy. So yeah, when I am in a situation where nothing really matters and time is irrelevant and everything is just fine and where I lay my head is home, I think that's going to be really, really good. And the kind of the therapy that I need right now, and then I can rejoin society afterwards, and I'll be fine again for another 48 years. Should I be so fortunate as to last that long? I think that's a long shot. But, I could live another 50 years or I could be dead tomorrow. And that's kind of what it's like for any of us, I guess. You never know. Tomorrow's not a guarantee, so you got to live your life while you can. But yeah, it should be about perfect, Irving, I think. And my whole life has been leading up to doing something like that. I had thought for decades I'd probably do it on a motorcycle. And then when I had my first Honda Ruckus, the red one, the 2009, I thought, maybe I'd do it on the Honda Ruckus. And then by the time I had my second Ruckus, I was like, yeah, but maybe something a little faster, a little bigger. And now it's going to end up being on a bicycle, of all things, which is not what I would have expected. But it's still going to be, it's going to be probably the best way to do it. Certainly the most cost effective way to do it. And it's going to be one hell of an adventure. So it's not a motorcycle trip to Alaska, but it's still going to be every bit as awesome. So anyway, I guess I better respond to this guy and be like, yeah, you can come pick it up tomorrow and I'll take $80. And then hopefully the Unagi scooter guy comes through. If he even gives me $40, if he gives me $40 and the other guy gives me $80, then we're gonna be all right. Oh my God, I gotta eat something. I'll be all right. I'm fine. I'm just being a baby. I'm gonna hold on. Hold on. Okay. Okay, hold on. I'm going to keep you guys on. I'm going to send this guy a message back on the computer. Hold on a minute, guys. I'm going to set you down. Hang out with me. I think this guy's a serious buyer. Like, because he just said he can't leave home tonight, or he would do it, which is why he wants me to bring it to him. Um, so let me see. Let's see. Let's say I don't drive, so you'll have to pick it up. Say, okay, so I don't drive, so you'd have to pick it up. Um, so I can do $80. Hold on, wait. This is really hard to do, really hard to make your brain work and your fingers type without any food. I can do $80. I live downtown, I'll be around tomorrow. Hold on, guys. Hang on. I'm trying to send this guy a message. Hold on a minute, guys. Bear with me. Hang out. I'm still like figuring out what to say to this guy. be available tomorrow. Let me know a time that's good for you. Okay, so yeah, here's what I put. I'm not gonna show you. I don't want to like show you this guy's identity or anything. You know, keep it private for him. Okay, so I put as I don't drive, so you'd have to come pick it up. I can do $80. I live downtown Fremont East. In parentheses, I'll be available tomorrow. Let me know a time that's good for you. Does that sound good? That's what we're going with. I'm gonna send him that message right now. So hopefully he gets that. Hopefully my computer Facebook Messenger is working. Okay, thank you, Irving. I appreciate it. It's to the point. You know, I'm giving him what he wants. He can come and buy it tomorrow. He can give me $80 for it. We can be done with it, and I can hopefully continue to exist. But it took him a long time to get back to me, so I'm hoping we can actually get this handled tomorrow. So that'd be a big load off. If we can get that taken care of tomorrow, I'll go to the ride. The Wednesday ride, so fingers crossed, guys. But I'm still behind the eight ball. Even if he comes through with $80, I'm still a little short of where I need to be, but not a ton. It'd be a lot closer. It'd be a lot more doable. So let me see. Can he see? I probably should have used my phone. Like, they get confused. It says sent 1 minute ago, but it doesn't look like he's seen it yet. Which I hope I can send it to him again. I hope it's working. God, I'm just like, with the way things have been going lately, it's like I just kind of expect things to not work sometimes. But whatever. I don't know. Like, somehow or another, everything's going to get handled. I'm going to somehow, by some grace of God or whatever, have 5 days worth of rent by the time I need it. And then everything's going to be just fine after that. That could be the delirium talking. Yeah, I don't know. I'll look at it. I'll pull up the messages on my phone after the live stream. But he should have gotten that message. There's no reason that that shouldn't have been delivered. Oh man. So wow, we've been going for 3 hours again. Go figure. I can still feel that ulcer though. It's just the one bleeding today. But I can tell exactly where it is. Oh, it's only one of them right now. Being kind. Everyone, yeah, all the regulars should be out there. It's 50-50 at this point, I would say, as to whether or not I'm gonna make it. I'm in a really tight spot right now, and I have to have a couple of things come through in the next couple of days. So I have to be, like, if not enough of what I need to have happened has happened by tomorrow night, I might have to miss the ride, but I'm gonna try and be there. Everybody else will be, like, my regular crew will be in the spot where I told you I might be. So you should do the Wednesday ride, though. You're gonna really love it. It's quite an enjoyable experience. And I'm hoping, like, if this guy comes and buys my DJ thing before the ride tomorrow, I suppose I'll be out there. Let's see, is anything just says sent 4 minutes ago. I don't know if he's seen it or not. Maybe he's just waiting because I did put let me know a time that's good for you. So maybe he's trying to figure out a time and then he'll get back to me. Hopefully that's it. But okay, there it is. He says he can come by after 3. Um, and he'll come straight here when he gets off work. Oh, he's getting it for his son for the holidays. That's cool. So I'll try to link a video for him too of me using it. I gotta find one. I gotta find an old live stream. So yeah, he wants my address. I'll send him that. Tell him I'll meet him by the office when he gets here, and I'll try to send him a video of it working. So I think this guy's a buyer. I mean, the thing's perfect. The DJ controller is like brand new. I bought it brand new. I've barely used it since I bought it brand new. It's not really like I'm a vinyl DJ. I always have been, but I got this to do a friend's wedding. Actually, I don't do weddings, but I told my friend I'd do his daughter's wedding for him, and I bought this Pioneer DDJ Wego for that, and I've just really barely used it since. So whoever ends up with this thing is getting a really good deal. So, yeah. Anyway, here's all of that communication right there from the guy. I'll get back to him in a few. And then hopefully that'll happen. Like 3 o'clock is before the bike ride, so maybe you will see me uh, being kind at the bike ride tomorrow. Okay, it's all taking shape, and especially if the Unagi guy, the Unagi scooter guy, comes and gets that, then we're good. Like those two things, and I'm gonna be all right. Well, those two things, and it's still gonna be close, but ultimately should be all right. And there's still time on Thursday to go out and do some Uber Eats. I'm not going to do the after ride on Wednesday, and the Wednesday ride goes earlier now, so I'll go home, get to bed early, go out on Thursday, take a few deliveries, and, maybe, just maybe it works out. It should. I think it should. I got a good feeling about this. let me get back to this guy really quick. Um, and you know what? I'll do it afterwards. Or you know what? Hold on. Let me see. How much battery do I have left on the phone? Oh wow, 20%. Okay, hold on. Let me get back to this guy really quick. And so hang on, guys. I'll be right back with you. Um, uh, Hang on, guys. My brain doesn't work as well when I haven't had any food. So let me know when you're here and I'll meet you by the office. Hold on a minute, guys. I'm still like figuring out the message to the guy. A couple videos. Me using it on my YouTube channel. I'll try to find some links and send them to you soon. To find the links and send to you in a while. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to tell you what my address is, guys, unless somebody wants to come and visit me. I'm not going to tell you. I'll tell you if somebody promises to come and show up. Hold on. It's like I'm at, my address. Let me know when you're here and I'll meet you by the office. I have a couple of videos of me using it on my YouTube channel. I'll try to find the links and send them to you in a while. So... So yeah, hopefully I better not show you that screen or you'll have my address. Not that I worry about any of you guys. Really, you can come and see me if you want to. I don't care. Okay. So yeah, that's taken care of. Hopefully, well, as much as can be. I gave him my address. Said let me know when you're here. I'll send you a couple of links, at least one video link. So hopefully that takes care of that. If we can get that out of the way tomorrow, it'd be great if we can sell the Unagi scooter too. I could probably take a couple of deliveries before. I could take a handful of deliveries before 3 o'clock, so I can still go out and do a little bit of Uber Eats before this guy gets here. So I don't know, guys. Could just work out. Huh. Man, I really want to get some food though. Now that I feel pretty confident that this guy's coming, um, and he says he wants it for his son, and I know as soon as he sees this one, he's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, okay, no brainer." First person that comes and sees this DJ controller is absolutely gonna buy it. So yeah, if we can get that knocked out and whatever, but it's almost making me like I feel like I want to just go to 7-Eleven now and get something to eat, but I really shouldn't. It's still going to be very close, even still, and I can hold out. I can go the rest of the day without eating. I made it this long. I'll go get a handful of groceries in the morning, make some egg salad and tuna salad sandwiches, and take some deliveries, and then sell the DJ controller to this guy, and then hopefully go to the bike ride. I'm tempted, Irving, and I really want to. I really shouldn't, though. I mean, I'm really still, even if this guy buys this thing and I still sell the Unagi scooter, it's still going to be really close. And I don't want to miss it by a few dollars and wind up out on the street. So I'll survive. I'll be alright. It's not going to kill me to fast for a day, at least, well, it could be famous last words, but I don't expect it to kill me having fasted for a day. But in the morning, I'll go get groceries and then I'll go take a few deliveries and everything should be alright. I'll be back to, I don't want to say normal tomorrow, but like getting back to normal tomorrow. Oh man. I do I just feel all gurgly and weird though. Oh, what's on the TV behind me? 2.5 Men. Oh, it's old episodes of 2.5 Men. I'm looking in the reflection on my phone. The TV's on behind me. Well, let's see. We went through like almost a whole phone charge. I'm down to 17%. Oh, I feel the same way, Amy. I see people starving out on the street and stuff all the time, and ask me for $1 or whatever. It's like I'll help you if I can, and I wish I could always. Food especially. That's the one thing that should never be in question. Like we should always have enough to eat, everybody. Um, so I don't know. Maybe one day it ends up being that, but nonetheless, Amy, thank you for everything that you do. Just being here, having you here is awesome. So, and tomorrow I'll go eat for sure. So I'm gonna I gotta find that guy. I guess I could be doing that now. Go back in my, let me see, go to my lives. And, oh, it says I'm live right now. Did you guys know that? I just went to my live page on my YouTube channel. It says I'm actually live streaming right now, if you can believe that. I gotta find one of the old DJ streams using that Pioneer controller. I don't know. I'll go through that some more in a while. Whatever. It's like, I mean, as soon as the guy sees the thing, I'll plug it into a USB power bank or something so he can see that it powers on and everything when he gets here if he wants to. If he doesn't buy the thing, then the world's gonna end anyway, so. Uh-oh. It's setting my phone to low power mode because I'm down to 15%. Guess that could mean we're coming to the end of the live stream. Which means there must still be something running in the background if I can only go for 3 hours and some, 3.5 hours or so on a full charge. We will get through this, won't we, Amy? Yeah, did you know? Did you know I was live streaming, Irving? I mean, I might not have known had I not gone to my live page. So, yeah, imagine that. But, yeah, man, I don't know. I guess I can drink some water and go to bed. And don't let me catch myself saying tomorrow's another day or I will punch myself in the face. Because tomorrow is going to be a fantastically good day. Yeah, well, thank you, Irving. If you get some time, or maybe you could, join the live stream because I am live right now. So if you want to go and be a part of the live stream like you're doing right now, you probably could. So that would really kind of take care of everything, Irving. If the $1 million shows up tomorrow, then we're good. Everything's gonna be all right. Tacos for sure. I hope so. I hope I can afford to eat tacos tomorrow. It's Wednesday. I gotta eat tacos, but it doesn't look like I'm gonna have the means as of now. But we shall see. Maybe we're eating tacos tomorrow, Shane. Well, I know you could probably still be eating tacos anyway, but maybe I shall join you. We will see. But, still behind the 8 ball. That guy hasn't come and picked that thing up yet. I still have rent to pay, and I do not have the money. Oh, that's very kind of you, Shane. That's, that will help a lot. If we can go, if you want to do it like the before the ride thing, like I do have to wait for that guy to get here and pick up that DJ controller, but I think we could probably still go before the ride if you wanted to. And I'm hoping I'll be able to go to the ride. And Shane, yeah, thanks for taking one for the team. Thank you, Thomas, for the PayPal earlier. Thanks all of you for the Cash Apps and Super Chats and PayPals and everything. Yeah, yeah, Dustin, that's true. Oh. But yeah, thank you, Shane, and thank you everybody for everything today. You guys have kept me going. Just being able to say things out loud and share interactions with you has been wonderful for me, and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. And you make it what it is always. There wouldn't be any this channel without all of you. So, and we're doing a little better. 2,621 subscribers. That's about what it's been for the last couple of days. But onward and upward. Good things to come. I hope. I'm trying, guys. It's, hang in there. We're gonna get there somehow. So, but there are a lot of things to look forward to, especially if I make it past this little rough patch the next couple of days. But it looks a little better now than it did at the start of this stream. And it's not over yet, so there's still time for this to work out. Yeah. Well, thank you, Irving. And I know you're not always able to chat, but it's always, great to have you here, even if you can just have it running in the background and you're driving a truck. So, hope everything's going well as far as that goes, Irving. Hope you're not encountering any bad weather or anything out there. Oh man, I'm so tired and hungry, but I'm also just still like my brain is. I appreciate you so much for that, Irving. Thank you. My brain needs food, I think, but it's gonna have to wait until tomorrow. So I appreciate you guys more than you will ever know, all of you, even if you're just lurking. Even if you just wanted to come in here and talk shit like some of you do, you still came in. It's still a number. It still helps me, you know? So even the haters are making this channel stronger and bigger and better. So thank you. Shout out to the moderators, chatters, lurkers, and the haters. Because you're all doing so much to make this channel what it is. And I couldn't do it without you. Yeah, I know it's probably getting pretty cold out there in a lot of spots, Irving. So try and stay warm, my friend. But anyway, guys, Shane, hit me up sometime tomorrow or what time you think you might be over in this area. I got that guy coming sometime after 3 to buy that DJ controller. But then, hate to make you pay for the tacos, but would love to go get some with you. So, tomorrow's going to be a better day, I hope, for all of us. Even if you had a good day today, I hope tomorrow's going to be a better one still. There's always room for improvement. Things could always go a little better. So, tomorrow, for all of us, let's all have the best possible day, the best possible outcome in every situation. So, thank you guys for being who you are and doing what you do. And I love you all, and I don't know what I would do without you. So, please take care of yourselves. Please have a wonderful day ahead. I don't know about that, Amy, but ooh, tacos and carne asada fries. Well, the carne asada fries are awesome. I need to go there on a Monday, carne asada fries day. sometime soon. I haven't had carne asada fries in a long time. But yeah, thanks again so much, everybody, and good night, and have a wonderful Wednesday. And I look forward to seeing you again real soon.